Many people from Asia live, work, or study in the United States, but that could be about to change. Trump is proposing new immigration rules in 2025, and several Asian nations are under threat. If you're from Asia, your country could be one of those facing new entry restrictions. Here are the 7 Asian countries Trump wants to remove from U.S. immigration access in 2025. Let's dive in. Number 7. Laos. Laos is now in the spotlight under Trump's 2025 immigration plan, and not for the right reasons. The U.S. accuses Laos of serious issues with passport and travel document security. Officials say Laos has issued documents to people with unclear or even false identities. This raises red flags for national security. The U.S. wants to know exactly who is entering its borders. Deportation is another major concern. When Laotians break immigration laws or overstay visas, U.S. law demands deportation. But when Laos refuses or delays their return, the burden falls on the American system. Crowded facilities, higher costs, and security risks. Trump's stance is blunt. If a country won't take back its people, it shouldn't send more in. The result? A possible immigration freeze. Students might lose study visas. Workers could lose jobs, and families might face painful separations. For Lao Americans, this hits home. Many fear for loved ones who want to visit or pursue opportunity in the U.S. Back in Laos, fewer outbound travelers could mean less money sent home, and fewer global skills returning. Trump wants stronger security, faster deportation, and trustworthy cooperation. Until Laos steps up, these restrictions may stay. Can Laos rebuild trust? How long until relations are restored? And what does this mean for young Laotians chasing the American dream? Before we move on, comment below where you're watching from. We love hearing from our global community. Number 6. Cambodia. Cambodia is facing serious pressure under Trump's 2025 immigration proposal. 2 major red flags: poor deportation cooperation and a weak human rights record. Trump's administration argues that countries that don't respect freedom are unlikely to issue secure travel documents or screen visitors properly. They worry this allows people with criminal backgrounds to enter unnoticed. And deportation? When Cambodian nationals overstay or violate U.S. laws, they must be returned. But Cambodia frequently refuses or delays acceptance. This leads to legal backlogs and rising costs for U.S. taxpayers. Trump insists, if you won't take back your own citizens, you don't deserve immigration benefits. The consequences are deeply personal. A U.S. travel ban could block students, workers, and tourists. Families may be cut off from loved ones. Bright students could lose scholarships, and skilled workers may be shut out of job markets. Beyond individuals, Cambodia's global reputation is at stake. If labeled uncooperative, it may lose trust not just with the U.S., but with other international partners. Tourism, trade, and investment could take a major hit. To avoid this, Cambodia must show real change: secure passports, honest deportation processes, and commitment to human rights. Will Cambodia rise to meet these expectations, or will it face lasting consequences? Time is ticking. Number 5. Myanmar. Myanmar is also on Trump's removal list for 2025, primarily due to its political crisis and human rights violations. Since the military coup in 2021, Myanmar has spiraled into chaos, protests, repression, and ethnic violence. The U.S. argues that such instability makes background checks unreliable, raising fears that criminals or extremists could enter unnoticed. More than that, Trump's team condemns Myanmar's treatment of minorities, especially the Rohingya. They say this proves the country lacks the moral and administrative foundation to be a trusted immigration partner. Deportation is once again a sticking point. Myanmar has been slow or outright unwilling to accept deported nationals, putting strain on the U.S. immigration system. The potential fallout? Students could lose scholarships. Workers may not be able to renew visas. Families could be left divided. And refugees fleeing violence may be denied safety. If these doors close, Myanmar could become even more isolated, losing opportunities for education, investment, and global integration. Will Myanmar respond to international calls for change, or continue down a path of deeper separation? Wait, if you're finding this video informative, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss what's next. Number 4. Thailand. Thailand finds itself in Trump's 2025 crackdown, not due to border security, but a controversial refugee deportation back in 2015. Thailand sent 45 Uyghur refugees back to China, ignoring warnings about their safety. That decision drew international outrage. The U.S. responded with sanctions and visa bans for officials involved. Trump's team says this shows Thailand cannot be trusted to protect the vulnerable or uphold international rights. It also suggests Thailand may bend under pressure from stronger nations like China, a weakness that raises concern in global immigration matters. Now, Trump is considering tighter visa restrictions. These could hit Thai students, tourists, and skilled workers. Families may struggle to bring relatives over. Businesses could lose access to Thai talent. Economically, this couldn't come at a worse time. Thailand's tourism industry is still recovering from the pandemic. Any U.S. travel ban could lead to millions in lost revenue. Educationally, fewer students abroad means fewer global skills coming back home. The message? Human rights matter. If ignored, consequences will follow, not just from the U.S., but the world. Number 3. Pakistan. Why is Pakistan on Trump's 2025 ban list? The short answer? National security. The U.S. claims Pakistan has long harbored terrorist groups despite its efforts to counter extremism. Trump argues those efforts aren't enough. Another concern, poor cooperation on identity verification. U.S. officials say background checks are difficult, records are often missing, incomplete, or unreliable. This makes it easier for dangerous individuals to slip through. Trump's message is clear. When security can't be guaranteed, access must be limited. Number 2, Iran. Iran stands high on the list of countries Trump wants to restrict in 2025. And the reason is rooted in decades of tension. The U.S. has long accused Iran of supporting terrorist organizations, building nuclear weapons, and spreading anti-American ideology. Trump's administration believes that allowing free movement from Iran into the U.S. could open the door to security threats. Despite ongoing diplomacy, Iran's lack of transparency and hostile stance have made it one of the least trusted countries in U.S. foreign policy. One of the biggest issues is documentation. U.S. officials argue that Iranian passports and records are difficult to verify, raising fears of identity fraud or the potential for extremists to enter undetected. But it's not just about national security, it's also about policy enforcement. Iran has been known to reject deportation requests, refusing to take back its own citizens who violated U.S. immigration laws. This creates not only logistical problems, but also legal and financial burdens on the American system. If the Trump administration moves forward with a full restriction, it could severely limit Iranian access to student visas, family reunification, and employment opportunities in the U.S. For Iranian Americans, this would mean more than just policy changes. It would mean separation from loved ones, lost educational dreams, and emotional strain. And let's not forget the impact on Iran itself. With fewer citizens allowed to travel and send back remittances, Iran could experience deeper isolation, economically, culturally, and politically. Can diplomacy find a new path forward? Or will restrictions define the next chapter of U.S.-Iran relations? Number 1, China. And at number 1, we have the country that's not only America's biggest trading rival, but also one of its most politically controversial partners, China. The Trump administration has had a complex relationship with China, marked by economic battles, accusations of espionage, and rising military tensions. In 2025, that relationship may take another turn, through immigration. Trump argues that China poses a multidimensional threat, not just economically, but through alleged cyber attacks, intellectual property theft, and concerns about infiltration via educational and professional channels. Many U.S. lawmakers, particularly in the Trump camp, say that certain Chinese nationals have used student visas or research opportunities to gain access to sensitive technologies. This has fueled demands for tighter vetting, or even outright bans on visa categories. Beyond espionage, China has also faced criticism for human rights abuses, including its treatment of Uyghur Muslims, Hong Kong protesters, and dissidents. Trump administration claims that a country with such internal repression cannot be a trusted immigration partner. A visa freeze or restriction on China could affect hundreds of thousands of students, tech workers, business people, and tourists. Chinese families living in the U.S. could find themselves cut off from relatives, while American universities could lose some of their top-performing international students. For China, the consequences could be massive. Fewer citizens studying abroad means fewer global connections. Reduced travel could hurt the tech, tourism, and real estate sectors. And the diplomatic fallout could deepen U.S.-China tensions for years to come. Will this move bring protection, or will it lead to division? Is this about national security or something more political? Only time will tell how deep these immigration rifts will go, and what it means for the future of U.S.-Asia relations. Comment below and let us know where you're watching from. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss our bold takes on world affairs. Until next time, stay informed and stay curious.